We are back. This is Real Estate Radio with Damon Gettier of Damon Gettier and Associates Realtors, powered by Real. I just noticed on your logo, the Real is like the RE switched with an RE. So it's like reread, but it's Real.
It's backwards.
It's backwards.
Backwards. You read it the same no matter which way you go.
I like it.
Flip it over.
It's a palindrome.
That's what it is?
Kind of, no.
Yep. It's a logo.
No, a palindrome is like race car, where it's the same word front way and backwards. Anyway, we were talking about AI, and we were talking about how AI can affect jobs and how that's going to affect the housing market. So where we left off was you went to this Zillow get together in Vegas.
Yep.
What do you call it? A mastermind? What is it?
It was the Zillow Unlock Conference.
The conference, an Unlock Conference. And they were talking about how AI is going to affect jobs. You said Verizon's going to lay off a lot of people. Amazon's going to lay off a lot of people. What does that do to the housing market? Does that mean people are out of jobs and they have to sell their homes?
Yeah, well, if they can't find jobs, yeah. There's going to be a shift. There's definitely going to be a shift. And, what they're discussing is nobody truly knows what that shift looks like right now. There's going to be a shift. People are going to have to realign their skills. They're going to have to find positions that they can thrive in. There's going to be a shift. So
you want to not like AI because of that thing, because it's going to put people out of jobs. How do you utilize AI? Do you use it for good? I know there's good and bad with it.
We use AI. We use it daily. We use it when we're writing description of houses, and then of course we have to go through and edit it and make sure whatnot.
Human in the loop,
yeah. And we use it we use it in our video. We edit it with AI. Like Christina has a crew. So Christina, who's behind the camera there, she's my social media marketing director, and she's got a crew of 3 humans that she directs to edit 8 hours a day for each one. And then we also use AI to edit a ton of the stuff that we do.
I don't want to get too into the weeds with this, but the data scraping thing, do you pay for AI so that your proprietary information doesn't go out to the world?
We pay some, yes.
Okay.
We pay some, yes.
And that's a thing too, because I would think other real estate companies would want to see what you're doing, right?
Yeah, people do that. And then people, it's against the code of ethics for real estate agents to use my name or my company in search terms. In other words, it's illegal for them to do a keyword of Damon Gettier, Really? Associates. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's a truth in advertising that you have to use with real estate, and it's part of the code of ethics. And so it's not illegal. It's against the rules. It's against the code of ethics. They can't do that. Think about it. If someone's searching up Damon Gettier, they expect to get search results for Damon Gettier. They don't want it for Joe Blow.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it is a code of ethics violation for them to do that. And so, we pay for system. We just did it last week. We had to run a search on someone because our keywords were coming up. Like, you searched us, their company was coming up. And so we did a keyword, and we found out that that's what was happening. And we just sent them a cease and desist.
So the search engine optimization, they were using you for their benefit.
Correct.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. And you can file a complaint and all that, and then that's hearing, and that's time and whatnot. And a lot of times if people know they get caught, smack them on the hand, say stop it, and stop. That's what we did.
So what is your prediction? And you keep your thumb on the pulse, man. You and I have been friends for a long time. What's your thought about the impact of AI and jobs around here locally?
I think people are going to shift around, but I think Americans are pretty resilient and that we're pretty innovative. I think we're going to have to start doing a little more innovation than we've done over the past 10, 15 years. I think we do need to bring jobs back. I think jobs, I think the United States needs to be dependent on what the United States does. I think we need to bring jobs back to the states so that there are, manufacturing jobs here, there are intellectual jobs here. A lot of those things have been farmed out, and I think it's time to bring them back to the region. But I think we're very resilient, and that we know how to, when there's not an opportunity, we know how to create opportunities. I think we're going to have to do a little bit more of that. We can't just rest on our laurels like we have maybe for the last 10 or 15 years. We're going to have to get out there and start innovating again.
Are there things that you would advise your listeners right now listening to this show, advise them as to how to use AI?
It's just different for every application. Like, we were showing the agents the other day how, you can use AI to research real estate agents and find out the difference between real estate agent. And it's crazy, the information it gathers. But you also have to realize that the information it gathers, it's gathering information that's put out there. It doesn't have the ability currently to decipher what's real and what's not. And what I mean by that is AI is teachable. So who's teaching it? And what are they teaching it? So you can teach AI that white is black, or that black black is white. As long as you tell it enough times that it is, and it sees enough times empirical evidence that it is, it will change what it says. And so, I mean, AI is a tool. Use it. The human in the loop is. I mean, I know it's a kind of a keyword slang, whatever
industry term.
Yeah, but it's you have to have humans looking at it, and just because AI says it does not make it so.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing. Just because AI says it. So at this conference, they had an expert from she was from California. She was a compliance officer, I think, for the state of California, and she used AI to take the California real estate exam and failed the exam. So
really,
yeah, it's not always right. Think about what it's doing. It's gathering information
she
on
used
the web.
AI research to answer the questions.
To answer the questions, yeah. And if you
got a 31 out of 100.
And if you think about it, how often is Google wrong? How often you see something you know that's wrong, it's inaccurate, so it's taking information that it sees out there on the web and it's making assumptions or calculations based on that, what the most probable answer is, and goes from there.
It's like Wikipedia. Anybody can post stuff on Wikipedia.
Correct. And if you say the wrong thing enough times, it believes it.
So were there other real estate agents? This was just for real estate agents, obviously.
It was for real estate agents. There are probably some lenders there, but it was for real estate agents.
Did you get anything out of the conference? Did you learn anything? Did you bring anything back?
I always get something. I always bring something back. If I don't, I feel like it was a complete failure. So I always get something. I always bring something back.
Because you're always educating yourself so that you can educate your agents.
Correct. My agents sometimes get stressed when they find out I went because they know that there's changes coming. And there are some changes coming to the team. And there'll be good changes. It's everything I do it so I can push them forward. I want my agents to live a good life. I want them to be rewarded for helping people. I want them to be able to help more people and spend less time doing it. And what I mean by that is, I don't want my agents being bogged down with tedious things if I can offload it on technology. And so a lot of the heavy lifting, we try to offload it on technology for them.
How are your agents doing comparatively to most agents? How's your team doing? How are you? How are sales? What's going on with Damon Gettier?
We're selling houses. Probably going to be our best year yet. I haven't looked at numbers this week, but it's stacking up. It's going to be our best year yet.
Even better than the 3% interest rate years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Huh. And what do you attribute that to?
Better agents. Better training. I'll give you a story. I'll just do a one-off of one of my agents. His name's Jared. He's 27 years old.
Okay. Young guy.
Been with me since he was 21.
Okay.
22.
As an agent?
As an agent, yeah.
Okay.
And his dad, I saw his dad out in Manita this week, and his dad was asking me. And, Jared's a good kid.
Yeah.
Jared grew up with nothing.
Are you getting choked up right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Because he grew up with nothing. I mean, he grew up poor. Okay. And Jared's going to sell one house a week or more this year. He's going to sell 52 plus houses this year.
Good grief. What's the average agent sell?
5.
And he's going to sell 10 times that.
Yeah.
Dang.
But I mean, Jared works. Jared works. Jared puts forth the effort. Jared learns. It's funny, when he first started, he was struggling. He was probably 6-8 months in. He was struggling. I mean, he was struggling hard. And I sat him down one day. I said, "So why don't we do something?" He said, "What's that?" I said, "You're doing it your way. Why don't you stop doing it your way and do it my way for a minute?" I said, "Just give me 6 months doing it my way." At the end of 6 months, I said, "So which way do you like better?" He said, "I think yours pays a lot better." Yeah. And so, I mean, it's just when you can help people like that, when you can, I'm not even saying help
your wing, though. I mean,
yeah. Look, this is what I do. We got 30 agents. I think I've talked about this before. I got 30 agents on the team. And at one point, I felt it was my job to pull their potential out. And what I realized is that Dawn, my sales manager, and I, we would see something in somebody. We would see they had potential. We would do everything we could to pull that potential out. And a friend of mine on the left coast, they posted something on Facebook that I saw. And you see sometimes, like, I try to learn something every single day. And what she posted was potential. When you see potential in somebody, it's not what they can do. It's what you would do with their situation and their set of tools. And when you realize that, just because this is their situation, their set of tools does not mean they're going to do it. That's number one. Number two is I cannot motivate an unmotivated person. If somebody doesn't want it, I can't make them want it.
Yeah.
I cannot put desire into someone. I cannot make them want a better life.
Just because they have the tools doesn't mean you can insist that they use them.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the third thing is the enemy is the inner me.
That's deep.
This morning I have an agent that's struggling. This morning she walked in the office and I said to her, do you know what your problem is? What your issue is? She said, what's that? And I did this right here, what I'm doing to you. I held up my phone. I reversed the camera so she's looking at her. You're fighting yourself. You're the one. And then, look, some people don't think they have a right to be successful. And that really sucks.
Yeah.
You know, some people think that, you hear in the Bible that says money is the root of all evil. Yeah, money is the root of all evil. But it's the love of money. And it's worshiping money, or money means more than anything else.
Yeah.
Money's not evil. Money's necessary. It's necessary. It's just like water or food. It is necessary to live, to have money.
Yeah.
And, the fact that you want to work hard and make money to provide for you and yours, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And so I've got 30 agents. I take the ones under my wing. I try to help the ones that want it as much as I can. And the ones that don't want it, that's on them. I can't make them want it.
Is it shallow that when you turned your phone around to me for me to look at myself that I immediately thought, was there something in my teeth?
Yeah, it's shallow. Yeah.
Listwithdamon.com. Damon cares. He cares about his agents. He cares about you. You want to list your home? You want to get a cash offer on your home? Call Damon. Go to listwithdamon.com. That's listwithdamon.com.